Since we brought Francesca back home, she has never been sleeping more than 2 hours in a row. When we would talk about this with anybody else, everybody would tell us, oh, that's normal, she's just a baby. When we would ask, okay, what can we do? We would not know what to do. And everybody would tell us, well, you change her diaper, you feed her, you change the room temperature, she maybe just wants to be held in your arms. And that's what we would do all night long. And so we would try to give her comfort, but there was no way to comfort her. When I would talk to other parents, we would say that it would be an endless crying all night long. And even if we would change her diaper, even if we would try to meet her needs, there was no way to calm her. She would just be screaming all night long. When our daughter was 18 months old, that's when the itch really kicked in. I think she had it from before because when at night she wouldn't sleep, she would always try to rub her face against anybody's body. So when I think about it, now that I know what was going on, I think she was trying to find comfort from the itch on her face. I remember her always scratching her head, and that's when I thought that she was just stressed and trying to have a nervous tic, just scratching herself around. When we were in hospital for the first time, doctors would always ask us if she would itch. And we would say no, just because we didn't understand what kind of itch they meant and how important that symptom was for them. As the doctor took off her shirt, she realized right away what was going on because she was full of scratches all over her body. She was bleeding from her ankles because the ankles were very, very, very itchy. She would always be scratching her ankles. When I talk about the itch with other people, they would say, oh, why don't you put in some lotion? And you try to explain that it's not something that comes from the outside, it's something that comes from the inside. You start scratching your ankles and right away you feel itch in the ear. You start scratching your ear and right away you feel itch in your eyes. You start scratching your eyes and the itch is already somewhere else and you only have 2 hands. And seeing all this in such a small baby is heartbreaking, and you feel powerless because you do not know what to do. When she describes the itch, she calls it the itch witch. And when she draws that itch witch, she gets her black crayon or her black marker, and you can see that firm hold in her hand, and she'll just push it against the paper in circles, and you can see all that rage coming out. I think that to any parent who hears our stories, they would think, how do you get that strength? It's just there, you need it. You just look into your daughter in her eyes, and all she needs is her parents. Like, we are her world. We need to give her that strength. We need to be strong in first place. Take advantage of the good times and do the best things out of life. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever she likes to do. Just take advantage of every single moment and glow. We founded the PFIC Italia network. So it all started from 5 families, and now we have been reached out from other families across Europe, not only from Italy. I'm just so proud that I am able to give that same support that I have received when I needed it. And it doesn't mean that I don't need that support now. I still need that support. And I know that I can find it in a larger family, which could be our national organization, but also the global organization of PFIC, which is an extended family. So having this huge resource of being able to connect with other parents was one of the biggest gifts I have received in this journey.